Hi Aquarius. Hi. Higher Self Magic here. I'm going to clear the energy, bring my Sarah Elizabeth in. She's my spirit guide and she gives me everything I need. I'm an intuitive reader, Aquarius. I'm greatly aligned with Aquarius. My son's Aquarius, my father's Aquarius, and I love them, and I really feel a bond with Aquarians. So I'm higher self magic because my higher self is very, very, very powerful now. I've developed it as a tool and I can separate my bodily self from my higher self, and I get all sorts of information that way too. So let's see what we've got for Aquarians. Now Aquarians, I've said you guys, Sagittarius and Taurus, have had the toughest time in the last 10 years. You really have. But Spirit's been watching you. Spirit has been watching you evolve into a star. But you have really gone through it over the last 10 years. A lot of solitude has taken place. We've got the Hermit here, and that's showing me that a lot of solitude has taken place, but also that a Virgo could be in your life that's quite important to you. Whether that turns out to be your lover, but you've had some sort of communication with a Virgo, maybe not physically, mentally, spiritually, and that person could fit into this box very, very soon. We will see. But what drew me to your reading today, and I've been doing all the signs over a few weeks, but I kept leaving you and leaving you, was until the effects of the full moon were felt. This was your full moon, and it really did ambush you. It purged you. It purged you and your life. You reassessed your strengths, your weaknesses. You know your strengths now, and you decided to push forwards like never before. You have the strength to do that now. The stars indicative of your life coming to life now, that you will be the ringmaster of your own life. It's like Spirit has been saying, follow the leader. In the last 10 years, someone has been leading you towards a talent, towards developing a skill. It could be music, it could be lyrics, it could be art. Something creative has been going on. You've had so many disappointments. You've had so many betrayals, that it made you into the person you are now, and you will be the star of the show. You will be holding a lot of power from this point on, and you will be in charge of everything in your life, much more so than before. You had no control, and basically because Spirit wanted you to rest, retreat, and develop your skills. Create a balancing act so that you would have the skills for abundance. You would be able to get your harvest. And this is what the Eight of Pentacles is saying. It's there for you. It's all there for you. It's your harvest. Don't lose faith. You have been your own magician in this. You have manifested. Carry on manifesting as you do, not in a arrogant way, because you're not arrogant. You're extremely humble, probably the most humble of all the signs, yet the most talented, the most intelligent of all the signs, the most powerful, the most genius. The Empress is saying to me, continue with your manifestation. The fertility for it, the birth of it all is there, ready to put into practice. There are massive changes coming in. Just don't lose your faith. Keep it there like the Empress. Let go of the old structures. Your new strength will take you through. Now, another thing that's attracting me to it is the number 11. Here we've got 11 as in X and 1, Roman numerals, and here we have it with the High Priestess with the 1 and the 1. And you have evolved through your strength, through your resilience, to being the High Priestess or the High Priest. Your spiritual evolvement has been enormous, and that's going to bring you the justice you deserve, because your respect for other beings, your respect for animals on this planet, for insects, for trees, for plants is enormous. And the sun, you love what the sun shines on. You love it even in the winter when there's a weak sun, but you are so aligned to the sun and the moon. And the moon affects you somehow. The moon affects your sleep. It affects your bodily functions. You have a lot of pulling and pushing with the moon. You know, if it can move the tides, it can move people. Might be you drink a lot of water or whatever, but you're an air sign, and you're not a water sign, you're an air sign, but you might have some water in your chart. But definitely the moon affects you greatly. But this moon has really purged you. This moon has taken it all to a different level, and it's creating the star you are going to become. The Death card is here, which shows me you've had this massive transformation. You are letting go of the old structures. You're letting go of the old upsets. You know, you've had people betray you. You're letting that go now. It doesn't matter. You understand it totally. It was all down to jealousy. And before you would blame yourself, you would think, was it me? Was it me? No, it was not you. It was them being jealous. Your abundance is coming. They've got a lot more jealousy to come. They really have. But, and that's their karma. But your full moon just really purged you of everything that was not good in your life. It just wiped the slate clean, and that now you're looking at the world from a completely different place. Now the full effects of the moon are over. Going back to the 11th, if your birthday is on the 11th, near the 11th, you're going to have very quick successive progress. But something's going to happen, I think, for you on the 11th of a month. It could be the 11th of August, which we're coming up to closely, or September, October, but keep your eye on the 11th as it's an important day. But right now we're coming into the Lion's Gate, and that's going to be tremendously powerful for you. It's going to totally take you to another level. You have rested, you have relaxed, you have renewed. You're still doing that. You're analysing things, the truth of things. You're analysing your truth. You've transmitted your pain from sadness to appreciating things, like feeling stuck in your home. Now you're appreciating your home for the comfort, the structure, the happiness it gives you. You do need to get away from that, and you will. You've really this year, let me explain. Last year, Jupiter was in Aries in your house of communication. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. It opened up all the possibilities for you in your talents to communicate fully with people in the future. Those skills have been set. Jupiter is now in Taurus in your home, your house of home. And you now want to develop your hearth, but you want many hearths. You don't want just one. You want one in one country. You want one in another. You are expanding your horizons. You want one in a hot climate. You're fed up of the UK climate. There's transits happening here. And your harvest, which is coming in with the Eight of Pentacles, is going to enable you to have that. You're going to have massive, massive success. And this retrograde period, we've got about 7 planets retrograde at once. It's an important time for you to review things. Once they've all gone direct, I think Venus being retrograde at the moment until September the 4th, and you being so beautiful, is putting that part of you on hold. When September the 4th, 5th comes, your beauty, your handsomeness or whatever is going to really come out there into the world. Uranus, your planet, is going to push the change through. It's going to start happening now. People are going to want to collaborate with you. And here we've got the flow of water, like water flows. You know, water flows like fish flow in a spiritual flow in the water. They find their balance. They, you too will be finding your balance. Look at the fish here. We've got a fish here. And the scales of the fish just show the balance that you're finding in your life. Law of attraction is coming to you. It's sensitively been watching you and waiting for the right moment. And it's showing how important nature is to you, and how even the flowers in the water can trust you for their development, because there's something about you and nature and landscaping that is so powerful. And you are living that law of attraction life. You understand it. You don't have to keep professing it every day. I want this, I want that. You know what's good over evil. You understand the biggest difference. You know the right choices, karmic choices that are good for the greater good of the world, the greater good of civilization, the greater good of all species on earth. You understand those karmic laws, and karma's saying, wow, you understand those laws, and we are going to reward you, because you are one of the people that we need in this world to bring about the change that is so necessary. And here we've got the birds again. We've got the birds in the communication house that Jupiter was in Aries for you. And look, they're communicating between themselves, which shows me that you will be communicating with someone on a love level much more than you have done, whether it's someone you know or someone you don't. There's going to be a lot of communication in that place for you. But the birds coming in are showing me you're ready to fly off. You're ready to take flight. You've spent a lot of time in your home developing your skills and making it beautiful. You have an ability to make your home beautiful, and your hearth is so important to you. Your mom, your close people. You don't have a lot for the person this is resonating with, but the ones that you do have, your dog, your animal, your cat, your garden, this is all very precious to you. But the fire's burning, the fire's attracting you to different hearths, and you will make homes in many different places, Aquarius. And this is your time for transits, to go to different climates, to feel the heat, to feel the love, to feel the fire. And I really do feel that so much is coming in for you. Let's take a few more cards, see what comes up. I think the energy of knowing good stuff is coming your way is really, really important. You've had your solitude. You've had your time alone. You're now ready to jump off that cliff into better times, you know, not like the Fool, but you've waited for the right time. The universe is bringing you the right jumping mechanism. And your dog, I think you have a dog. You have a dog in spirit, or you have a dog in real life that is very important to you. I've just dropped a card. Yeah, you've cut yourself off. And you felt at times you've cut yourself off and you have been left to rot. You've sort of felt like, why isn't justice working for me? But justice is. There's always the right time for everything. Sometimes those things won't work out if they happen too soon. So justice is saying to you, yes, 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 your transformation has taken place. Look, you've got the Death card again, but the angels' trumpets. The angels are now singing. They're singing. They're encouraging you to come out of your retreat, out of your solitude, because something's coming in for you. It's calling you. Someone's going to communicate with you. Let's go back to that communication card where it was here. That I used that for love a moment ago, but someone's going to communicate with you regarding your talent, and that could be around or on the 11th of a certain month. But look, we've got the angel's trumpet here. We've got special things in that little magic box, which has been your manifestation. We've got the crystal and we've got the herbs that will transport you into another life, and the angels are protecting you. They're calling you, and we've got the evil eye there protecting you. And yeah, the Death card again twice. Transformation has taken place. Transformation has come. And here we've got the bees. The bees, they're cross-pollinating. You have possibly, some of you, this is resonating with, taken a lot of care with nature. You listen to what's going on, and you know that the bees are very important to our world. And you are creating the right environment for them, or hoping or contributing charity-wise to this cause. You're hoping to save the bees. You might be taking an active part in that. But this card is telling me that you are being seen as the queen bee, the bee of all bees. It wants you to reconnect with you. This card wants you to reconnect with you, like the bee connects with the flower. You are now stable. You have transformed your life, as the Death card has shown, and you've sacrificed so much time in developing your skills for whatever reason, but they are at such a level that they're out of this world, and someone somewhere is going to find that there's some edge with that, some magnificent with that, and they're going to get your strength up, get your calling up, and give you victory. So something is coming to an end. Something good is coming in. That feeling of abundance is coming. And if you feel stagnated, don't worry about that. It's ending. You are going to be revitalized like the bees soon. Also tells me, I'm getting a message that someone might risk coming in, apologizing about their behavior in the past with you, and someone from the past might reconnect with you for whatever reason. Someone sacrificed their destiny because of you. They just were not in the right place. That's something we will look at in the next few months. See what next card came up here. Community, right? So we've got the butterfly here. And we've got the community, which you're going to be very powerful in your new life. Uranus is changing things, pushing you into a community where you can show your skills. You can dance, you can sing, you can show the world what you're made of. But here, what's important is the butterfly. like a butterfly flutters from one beautiful flower to another, you are going to go from beauty to beauty. You're not going to go from poo to poo like you felt you were before. You're going to make the right decisions, the right moves for yourself, and you will transform yourself further. You are transformed, and that's why Spirit is giving you all these tools to push you into another world now. And here your next card is the Proud Peacock. Whoever loves you the most is going to be so proud of you, because you're going to be as proud as a peacock. And here we've got the water flowing again, and we've got the dancing and the music and the spiritual flow and the wealth. They're saying wealth is coming your way. You've been poor for a long time, and wealth is now coming your way. And like the caterpillar transforms into the butterfly, you are transforming into something exceptionally beautiful, which was what made people jealous of you in the past. But they are going to get their karma, because they are going to see you go Aquarius, go, because they're going to see you are going somewhere, like a eggs being hatched. There's an egg for hatching in my head, and you're popping out of it like a new chick, the beautifulest chick, not the ugly duckling chick. You're the beautifulest chick that could come out of an egg, and you are going, and all your eggs are going to be hatched in that basket, and you just want to jump like the fool, but not the fool, but like the fool gladly jumps off the cliff. You want to jump because Spirit and the universe is pushing you into doing that. They're saying, you know, it's time to go. It's time to go, my love. It's time to flutter from beautiful place to beautiful place. Your transformation is complete. You must go now. And like the whirling clouds in the sky whirl around you, and you look at them often, you know there's magic in those clouds. You know, like the bird needs to take off, that you need to take off. And you know that water, you're getting water in all these cards. You have to go with the flow as the water goes with the flow. Honor the emotions that exist in you now. Don't suppress them. Be proud of yourself like the peacock. Don't try and suit the jealous people by suppressing your talents. Transform into the butterfly. Just when you thought the world was over, the caterpillar became the butterfly, and the world was not over. The world was in full flight. The birds were flying. The birds were flying to alliances that were going to bring them real happiness. Aquarius, this is a magnificent reading, and to also bring you that feeling of complete satisfaction, that element of peace, of being in the right place at the right time. And of course, the partnerships that are going to come through, love-wise, work-wise, are going to be so important for your communication with the world, for your transit into a different realm, a hot realm, fiery realm of success and happiness. And at the end of the day, you have magicked it all up because of your steadfast steering of the wheel of fortune, of keeping it there stable, of maybe letting the roots establish, taking time, letting your beard grow and not caring so much about this beautiful appearance you have, because you're one of the most attractive of the zodiac, as the flowers are showing here. Just resting, revitalizing, cross-pollinating, developing, magically developing your skills to the point that they become so ready that the world is able to see them for what they are. And you hold the moon and the sun in the same container because they both give you purpose. Like that is that also saying, the moon and the sun don't shine at the same time. They shine in their own time, and you are shining in your own time, and you get the benefits of both the sun and the moon in your placements, in your chart, in Aquarius, because the sun powers you with fire and warmth, and the moon gives you that purpose and that level of understanding that so many other signs don't get. And here we got the moon card, funnily enough, again, perception. The perception you have is totally, unbelievably so magnificent. Your powers of perception will take you far. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. I'm keeping my readings short and keeping them to the point because I'm hoping to increase my viewers, and I think my readings were too long before. Watch out for me if you like this Aquarius reading. I will use different cards next time, but I really wanted to tell you what you've purged now has gone, and you are going forwards to a greater, more beautiful place, to success, to money, to purpose, to love, to a place that you cannot imagine. And I hope you'll drop it in the comments below if you do reach that place and the Buddha's shining down on you. He's giving you that spiritual growth that you need, because you've reached such an important point in spiritual development. You know, you're one of the ones that are awake in the world. When we went from changing signs in the south and north node, half the world was left asleep and half awake, and you are one of the ones that are awake. So you will definitely go far, dear Aquarius. And it's always all right to go into yourself, to wait for the right time. This is the right time. Have a good day, Aquarius, and please like, share and subscribe if this has resonated with you and if you like the way I speak to you, and I will be back soon. Bye-bye.